This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at Tpc Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, everybody wants to know about 16, the famed par 3 here, surrounded by those skyboxes. Once again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular sight for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weiskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party mixed in with a heck of a tournament. Keegan Bradley ready to go with his approach.
Should be safely on deck.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go.
Rich, these players aren't getting a reprieve with the win right now.
And right from the start, the winds have been kicking pretty good.
Yeah, but at least it's presenting that challenge for the players that don't get every other day.
This will test the player. I mean, it's one thing to play with no wind in perfect conditions, but as we know, golf is a game of variables.
Yeah, and better strike will be rewarded today.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Getting set now over the putt. How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
So just a formality here. This to drop one shot for Henrik. Did the job right there. Teed up here at the par 4 second. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
This hole has been lengthened in 2014, some 30-plus yards. Bunkering down the right has also changed, making this drive a little bit more important now. You can't just blaze away over the hill. Green also changed with the addition of 2 bunkers on the left side. What a great shot.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. So he's in the fairway bunker. Frank, what's the key here on this shot?
Sometimes take a little bit more club, but it still gets down to contact. Any little bit of sand gets between the ball and the club face, you will lose 10, 15, 20 yards.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
I don't know what happened there, but he missed it badly, well to the right. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
It's a good-looking putt right here. He might like it. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just a little tap in here. +1 in the early going. Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a thought about where you lay up that second shot to try and leave a good third shot yardage in. Still a good tee shot, though. That hazard down the right side protects against someone who's a little too cavalier off the tee.
Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. I'd see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Second shot.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
And it is in.
Amazing. Amazing.
Third shot. Looking for a good one. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Boy, looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy. Right in the heart. Frank, what kind of shot is required here at the par 3 fourth?
A little drop shot par 3 down the hill in today's standards because it's under 200 yards. Series of 3 tee boxes, so plenty to choose from there. The entry into the green is well protected now by the 2 bunkers, one in the center and one on the right front of this green.
Birdie try up next.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Might be. Could be. Get in the hole.
Can you believe that?
Bradley now for birdie. Solid par to remain 1 under. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year. Played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Frank, this one's headed way right.
And rough trees, all sorts of problems on that right side.
With that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not in the fairway, but not too bad, just in that first cut. Settles in over the putt. This can be a cruel game at times. Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. Bradley, trying to get out of here unscathed, needs this for par. Well, Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
So a drop shot. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. So with that, the score is now at even par. Now to the par 4-6. Decision time, Frank. Driver, or do you go with 3-wood?
A lot of that's going to depend on if there's any breeze. If the breeze is at your back, you can drive it all the way down the right side and take those 2 bunkers down the right completely out of play. This hole's been stiffened up though. The length hasn't increased, but that bunkering and that choke point. So the strategy, do you have the length to get past them? Or if you have to lay up, it's going to leave a much longer second shot.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Yeah, about 145 yards left here. Get down. Lay down. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Keegan Bradley ready to go with his approach.
Should be safely on deck.
Birdie try up next. This is a cross-country special. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants a do-over there.
Getting set now over the putt. Good putt, and now 1 under par.
Even par currently.
Putt drops, now at 1 over par. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive, and that green starts to widen.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3. It's at sneaky distance. Oh, what a bonus.
Putt for par. Needs one. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dogleg to the left, forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front. Unless there's a flag position in the front, you're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green. Otherwise, that ball is going to run towards the front. I'm loving that balance.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, it's certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
The second shot. I'll tell you what, Phil the Thrill, Phil Mickelson could not have done it any better. What a bunker shot. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Frank, he has to be scratching his head as he reaches for a sand wedge or a gap wedge for his next shot.
Well, you know, the FedEx Cup, Rich. I mean, you're meant to get there by 10:30 tomorrow. That thing's still going.
This is a 22-foot putt. Well, that just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make them from downtown. And getting ready for the putt. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Rounding out the front nine with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be two bunkers down the right side. There is now one, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really, the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep too, so judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9.
Headed for the bunker? Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. You don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now we'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Good looking shot right here. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Third shot, looking for a good one. Will make birdie if this drops. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Keegan Bradley for par.
Do that.
Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at 1 over. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports at one of the great venues in all of golf, Tpc Scottsdale. Upwards of 500,000 fans expected throughout the week here. A lot of buzz being generated, and now plenty of fireworks as well on this back 9.
There is, Rich. This is a Super Bowl type atmosphere, and the 10th hole, what a wonderful way to start this back 9. A dogleg right that's been radically changed in 2014. Numerous bunkers added. This is a very strict dogleg right par 4, and by that, I mean you're going to have to hit it down the left to have an open shot at this green.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. And right on 145 yards left to the flagstick. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. This putt is for birdie for Stenson. Just a little tap in here. And that's in for a par. Now at the par 4 11th, Frank, I really like this hole.
Well, you might be the only one, Rich, because this is an absolute scorecard wrecker. Water all the way down the left side. There's 2 bunkers. Don't worry about that. They're not off the tee. They're around the green. They protect the left front and the back. If you think you can bail out down the right side, well, you could find cactus and all sorts of crazy things down the right. And believe me, go down there, more than anything, they'll wreck your scorecard as well.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet.
That was cruel. That looked like it was certainly going in.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Still even par for the day. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. That's 1 under on the day. 12th hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left, because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Keegan now eyeing a par. Just has the feel today. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Par 5 13th, chance for birdie or maybe even eagle if you're bold and brave enough, but also, Frank, chance for disaster here?
Well, there is. Water very much in play down the right side. There's a bunker down the left too. If you finish up in that, there's no way you're going for this par 5 and 2. Then it becomes a little bit of a zigzag mission. The second shot either has to be hit down the right side, just skirting that bunker in the front, or it has to be all carry.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Playing his third here at the par 5. Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Wow, I thought he made that. That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey, drop shot here at the 13th. It's a big par putt now for Keegan Bradley. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. And a tough hole. Henrik now for bogey. Nudge this one home, finish it up. So with that, the score is now at even par. Par 4 14th, and Frank, this hole packs a little punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, the addition of just a little bit more yardage, plus the bunker on the left has been pushed out into the fairway, actually makes the hole play a little bit longer than its 490 yards. Second shot is a little bit uphill. No longer is there a bunker on the right side. That side of the green is actually open. You don't really want to be trying to miss that green on the right. Should you decide to go at the flag, well, you're going to have to carry that front bunker.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Shaky? Maybe put both hands on it?
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
But, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
And setting up here in the rough. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frank, a little chip shot here from the fringe. Now, a lot of options. I've seen some players hit 6-iron, others will shut down like a sand wedge.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. Some people just try and perfect like one club, but really the best chippers chip with a variety of clubs.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. On the way. That's good. I like it. Oh, they're going to love it. What a putt.
Rich, with a lie like that on the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Keegan for bogey. Oh, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, I see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down.
Third shot, looking for a good one. This is a good-looking shot. Continuing his fine play, another beautiful approach shot. So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Settles in over the putt. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Birdie putt on the way for Henrik. So 2 over par for the round. Frank, the one moment that sort of made the 16th hole what it is today would have to be Tiger's ace in 1997 here at the Tpc Scottsdale when it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction, too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist-pumping, the rowdy spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today. And I think Rory McIlroy probably is the only other player that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere with golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember hearing on a golf course. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance, and really your mind has to be about two-putting and not trying to be a hero.
Frank, this is a cross-country putt. He'll have a go at it, though, for birdie. We'll see.
There's no backing down here. This is going to go up and down and all over the place, but a chance to go in.
That was not a very good read right there. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Oh my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh yeah, you'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
That is a solid par putt. Just a little tap in here. Three over for the day. Frank, when you get to the 17th hole, we always recall maybe the single most bizarre shot in the history of golf.
Yeah, everybody talks about maybe a hole-in-one at 16, but really 17. And the player was Andrew McGee. It was a good tee shot, don't get me wrong. But Rich, it needed an assist.
Well, the assist came from Tom Byram, whose brother Kurt is a commentator for the Golf Channel. Tom Byram was just minding his own business, standing on the green, sort of leaning on his putter, and you know what happened.
Yeah, the ball hit Tom Byram's putter and then careened into the hole. So, 17. Made famous a little bit of history with a couple of names to drag up from the past. Oh, I liked that. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
I like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy.
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Second shot now for Keegan Bradley. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. This one has a good line. Just a beautiful roll there.
Oh, that's like stealing.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Getting set now over the putt. Big Swede now with this for par.
Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play. And then the day he took it over the left side and carried everything and went on to win, that completely changed the way this golf course played ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, evidence, the new bunkering down the left side, but it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
And he's made the green. Lengthy putt here of 27 feet. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. And getting ready for the putt. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Stenson now has this for double. So just a formality here. Add him up, and it comes to 74 for the day. Frank, what a day of golf we saw.
Yeah, the modifications to Tpc Scottsdale is it presents better to the eye. It's certainly a better test for the player, and on top of that, it is a good reward when one plays well.
Really enjoyed it for